Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Let's talk about Waterworld. You know, that's always the reaction I get. I mean, this film is known as one of the great all-time bombs. It was the most expensive movie made at the time, and it didn't even come close to making its money back. But is it really as bad as everybody makes it sound? Does it deserve all the bad press it continues to get even to this day? What's in this movie that just pisses people off so much? Aside from the obvious number one. Well, there's dangerous waters up ahead, let's see if we can get through them. This is Waterworld. So after we get the traditional Universal logo, with Earth still having no visible clouds, we take a quick glimpse into the future.
The future. The polar ice caps have melted, covering the Earth with water. Those who survived have adapted.
Ah, great, it's a trailer for another Al Gore movie. An inconvenient truth, too. Somebody listen to me. So we see that mankind has adapted into the Kevin Costner of blandness, Kevin Costner. We see him take a piss, put it through a machine, and proceed to drink it. There's a fitting metaphor for this movie in here, but I can't quite figure it out. And just to give you an idea how boring Costner's acting is, just look at this scene. He's actually in these shots. He hasn't left the frame. He just leaves such a small impact on the audience that you can't even see him. Huh, that takes talent. He then comes across a drifter and makes some chit-chat.
Well, I owe you then.
No thanks. I got all the supplies I need.
Two drifters meet, something needs to be exchanged.
I know the code.
Nothing's free in Waterworld.
Hey, it's the motto the producers of this movie always said. But it turns out the drifter stole his plant and an evil band of water terrorists called the Smokers are out to get it. And now we see exactly what takes up the majority of time in this film. Stuff! Just stuff! Ooh, look at that stuff go! Have you ever seen so much stuff happening at the same time? Ooh, now he's spinning some stuff. That stuff must be important because that stuff allows him to do this stuff. Oh, look out for that stuff. Knock that stuff over so you can pick up that other stuff while you're busy trying to handle this stuff. Stop! So he knocks out the other drifter's boat, and the Smokers catch up with the drifter and shoot him. Which begs the question, why didn't they just shoot Costner? But let's leave the small plot holes for the bigger plot holes. He reaches a city that sort of looks like a papier-mâché toilet seat and sells a jar of dirt for a ton of money. He comes across Hulk Hogan's barber here as he's told about a map to dry land that apparently is tattooed on the back of a little girl.
One more. Make it two. Man, this rich will buy for a fellow up water, I'm sure.
One.
That's an interesting pair of boots you got.
I'm confused. Is he trying to establish himself as the arch nemesis or trying to ask Costner out on a date?
Have you ever had a freshwater
Why
bath?
are you talking to me?
Just being friendly.
Before Costner heads out, though, he's offered an Asian chick. That's nice.
We can look to our own for impregnation, but too much of that sort of thing gets undesirable.
She's pregnant. You're going your way with all the supplies you need.
You don't have anything. You're dying.
That was a good read, Costner, but why don't you try it once more and this time fucking care?
No man stays out that long and turns down a woman. He's hiding something.
Maybe he's a smoker spy.
Maybe he's gay. Did they not survive high water? So upon closer inspection, they find out that Costner is a mutant.
Gills.
What are mutants in this world? Well, we're never given a full explanation, but apparently they're half human, half fish people that evolved over time. And everybody hates them. Why? I mean, I know prejudice is a staple of mankind, but you have an apocalyptic world underwater and a guy who can breathe underwater. Fucking use him! You shouldn't be putting him in a net, you should be treating him like royalty! He can solve like a bajillion problems in this world and you're treating him like a criminal? What's wrong with these people? Seriously, what's with the hate against mutants?
There are mutants out there with incredible powers.
Okay, I get the idea. So, because the really cool guy that can breathe underwater and has a lot of helpful elements to him has gills, I guess he must be destroyed.
Therefore, in the interest of public safety, he is hereby sentenced to be recycled.
Into what, Keanu Reeves? But suddenly the smokers attack to take over the city, led by an evil man named Deacon, played by Dennis Hopper.
Monkey!
Actually, something I never quite got is how come they're called the Smokers? I mean, okay, I can see that everybody smokes, but why does that make them a terrorist group? Is there another evil organization out there called the Vegetarians? The Shopaholics? Or how about the deadliest forces of them all? The Trekkies? Alright, Costner, I want you to watch very closely what these people are doing. This is called giving a shit. You should try it sometime, and maybe your acting will improve. Okay, now this is turning into a water show. Just slap the Universal Studios Florida logo at the bottom, and the advertising takes care of itself. Look out! They're about to do a human triangle! So an old man named Gregor accidentally pushes the lever that launches his hot air balloon that he had in his room. This forces him to leave his friend Helen and the little girl named Enola behind.
No! I'm sorry! It was an accident! I can't come back! I don't know how it works! Goodbye, folks!
So Helen and Enola have no choice but to free Costner and have him lead them out of the city. Dolphin Pump! This, of course, leads to, you guessed it, more stuff! Oh, look, he's pulling that stuff! If you start cutting that stuff, that'll allow you to start swinging on this stuff. Push that stuff, pull that stuff, look out for that stuff. Oh, I'm out of material. Little girl, you take over.
Dad! Come on, push it! Go! Push it hard! Now pull it!
Stop!
Hey! Can you steer?
Can I trust you?
Lady, you're on his boat! What's he gonna do, surrender?
Can you steer?
Can I trust you?
No, you can't. What you gonna do about it? So he tricks one of the boats into firing at Dennis Hopper, which results in him losing an eye. But our heroes get away on Costner's boat as he shows his appreciation to Helen for saving his life.
Kid, we gotta pitch over the side.
What?
It's better one of you dies now. And both of you die slow.
Our hero, everybody! When he's not busy killing kids, he spends his time stealing from charities and burning down puppy farms. You got another hour and a half with this guy, folks.
Enola, go below.
Helen tries to offer herself to him, but that will require him having an emotion, so he turns her down.
You're taking us to dry land.
Still it's a hard thing to do well.
It's not like acting. So I guess her trying to kill him softens him up, apparently, as he decides not to finish the girl off. But she soon turns out to be a nuisance as she draws all over his boat and continues to pester him.
I'm not afraid of you. I told Helen you wouldn't be so ugly if you cut your hair.
Fact, you talk all the time. Storm when you're around.
Once again, our hero, everybody. Tired of hating the Nazis so much? Why don't you try the main character of this film? There's plenty of jerk to go around.
She can't swim!
Wait. She can't swim. She's in a place called Waterworld, and she can't swim? Isn't that kind of like being in the Antarctic and not knowing how to put on a coat? I mean, hello, something's going without saying! So Costner swings around and picks them both up. But before they could, I don't know, develop character, two of the smokers arrive and try to destroy them.
That's a nice touch. That's them.
By the way, that's Jack Black piloting the plane there. You'll remember him from such future disappointments as Gulliver's Travels. Hurrah! So the plane is stuck swinging around the boat as the pilot tries to cut the wire. Upset at her actions, Costner does the ballsiest thing he can think of. He gives her a haircut. I'm not even joking. That's really what he does.
Don't. ever touch anything on my boat again.
Next time it'll be a perm with blonde highlights. Blonde highlights! He does the same thing to the girl, turning her into Haley Joel Osment, just as they come across another drifter.
I thought you all stopped for each other. Maybe he has some food!
Jesus, lady, did you pass a kidney stone on that line? Food! Food! They meet up with the drifter, who I swear to God is played by a perverted Robin Williams.
Let yourself be harm going here now, okay? What you want for the women?
They're not for sale.
Are they a pair, or would you consider selling them separate?
You're the women. I want to buy your women, the little girl, your daughters. Sell them to me.
Half an hour.
Don't!
Shut up. 45 minutes with the wee one. I like to do the talking, if you know what I mean.
So just to backtrack, everybody, the most expensive film at the time included incest, child murder, and now pedophilia. How is it this film didn't connect with a mainstream audience again? But just as the drifter is about to rock her boat, Costner changes his mind and saves her. I think it's safe to say this isn't worth any amount of food! Oh no, he painted his back red! That's just annoying! Not-knowing in such sweet sorrow. So Costner goes to try and get some food by using himself as bait. He kills a sandworm in the water, that's a bit of a paradox, as he finally manages to feed everybody.